what information technologies are used to store, to catalog, and to retrieve content?
Okay, so normally you would have definitely your servers. You would have dalawa, your local and remote web server. So of course, yung local, you would use that to when you're working on your website, syempre, if you don't want it published yet remotely, you would work on the local servers. And then when you want to publish it already remotely, you would upload them to the remote web server. So yung retrieval ng content from there on our side kasi syempre yung pag-store ng data the sysads would normally handle that, and yung ensuring na there's regular backup in case something wrong happens. Yung retrieval, of course, we would have the network drives mapped on our computers already. So it would be easy to retrieve data na lang from time to time every time we would work on the websites.
So, okay. So what kind of information sources are used to supply the content?
Okay, on an academic setting, kasi since I've worked with De La Salle University and now with Mapua, of course, you would get your content from your stakeholders. Kasi syempre, the content of the university's website would come from yung mga offices na involved, yung mga, kasi syempre, you would have the pages that would contain information about yung mga services ng university, yung mga everything the students would need to know. So the information would come from yung mga offices, and then they would just have to send them to us, and we'll work from there.
Okay. So next question is, what is the organizational structure for managing the content?
Okay, so with De La Salle, there's a process kasi. Ayun nga, una, the web manager would create yung structure ng website para alam mo kung anong mga information yung kailangan mo. And then, after that, syempre, we would request the content from kung sino yung responsible dun sa information na kailangan namin. And then from there, we would wanna make sure na galing sa kanila yung credibility nung content, yung integrity is okay na, kasi we wouldn't want to be responsible dun sa part na yon. Kasi syempre, as the web team, gusto namin yung responsibility na lang namin talaga is to publish the content and make sure na it's easily retrievable and all of that. So ayun. And then when the information gets published, of course, have them check if the information is okay, and then that's it. Well, you would have the web content developers, of course. Although, yung checking ng content is very minimal na lang on the part of the web team. Kasi syempre, yung namang information about, halimbawa, the responsible office, syempre, they would know better about that. Hindi na kami. So,
so yung nag-check ng content is yung office na nag-request nun?
Yes, we wanna make sure na approved by their department heads. Kasi syempre, hindi naman yung mga heads nila yung gagawa ng content. Meron silang uutusan. But of course, with approval, bago isend sa amin. Without approval, syempre, hindi namin dapat yung tatanggapin. Kasi, ayun.
So usually, gano'ng katagal ito bago ma-accomplish simula sa pag-request hanggang sa pag-release?
Well, it really depends on dun sa sa hinihinga ng information. Kasi we don't have control na dun. So syempre, if we have yung goal namin na ma-publish yung content at a particular date, syempre, we would have to keep following up. Pero syempre, you won't really know kung gaano ka-busy yung mga responsible na office. So, it depends. It depends.
Okay. So, dun na tayo sa last question natin. What are the main content management issues today?
So, okay, actually, nakita ko tong issue na to dun sa pag-move ko from La Salle to Mapua. Kasi with La Salle, very parang established na yung web team. And with Mapua, when I moved there, bago pa lang yung team nila. So, pagdating ko doon, yung issues nila is parang since hindi masyadong involved yung mga offices, mga departments, dun sa website ng Mapua.